It's been almost 2 years since the start of an uprising in Bahrain. Back then, protests had gathered at the iconic Pearl roundabout to demand government reforms. That mass demonstration ended violently, and the roundabout was knocked down. But the unrest continued with smaller protests, and they've become more and more frequent in the run-up to the February 14 anniversary. There have been numerous attempts at talks between al-Wafaq, the largest opposition group of Shia Muslims, and Bahrain's Sunni leadership, but with limited success. King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa recently called for a new round of talks, and al-Wafaq said it would come back to the table if there is meaningful dialogue. Issues up for discussion on Sunday include justice, human rights, and the aftermath of protests. But their differences could still prove insurmountable. Opposition members want a constitutional monarchy and an elected premier. They say anything talked about should be put to a referendum and not submitted to the king for him to decide. And then there's the crackdown on dissent. International human rights groups say more than 80 people have been killed in protest-related violence. There have been dozens of arrests, jail sentences, and allegations of torture by security forces. The government says it has adopted recommendations made by an independent inquiry into the use of excessive force against protesters. But many people are sceptical. They still feel that being seen on the streets is the only way to get any real change in Bahrain. Malone, Al Jazeera.